And is it right that the family that moved in comprised Sergey, his wife Ludmila, and their 2 children, a son called Sasha and a daughter called Yulia? And did you get to know them?
Well, it's a rented property next door to us, and obviously it changes tenants sort of semi-frequently. And I noticed that we'd had a new family move in, and I commented to my wife that they're out drinking there on the balcony, and I went down the garden to pretend to tend to my fish pond, and Sergey saw me and leaned over the fence and said hello, and we had a good old chat, and I think we invited him round for a drink shortly afterwards, and that opened the door of friendship.
Yeah. In your witness statements, you describe really becoming good friends with the family. You mentioned, for example, going and having barbecues at each other's houses.
Yeah, we knew them for a long time. We exchanged barbecues. Sergey amused me in an ironic sort of way. People that amuse me always open the door of friendship to me, and our families knew each other. My friends became Sergey's friend in the end, and it was altogether a good situation.
One of the things that we see from your statement, Mr Cassidy, is that you and Sergey liked drinking together.
We did indeed.
And also talking. You say that Sergey talked a lot.
Oh, he certainly did. He had a good conversation.
And did that include talking about his time in Russia?
Yes, it did, yeah. Very interesting it was too.
Can we look, please, at a passage of your first witness statement? So that's INQ 005774. And if we can look, thank you, it's towards the bottom of the first page. And in fact, it's the passage I want to ask you about, Mr Cassidy, is the very bottom of that page, and it goes over to the next page. Can we see 3 lines up from the bottom? It says, in the time I've known Sergey, he would sometimes tell us he was in the military, starting off in airborne troops and ending up that he was a diplomat. Is that right?
Yes.
And was there then another connection between you in the sense that you'd both been in the military?
Yes, there was, yeah.
And reading on, you say Sergey did say he could not go back to Russia, or there would be, and then in quotation marks, reprisals. Said he would not go into much detail about what this was all about, but did say he knew Russian leader Putin personally, and said Putin would, again in quotation marks, get him. Just pausing there, it would seem from the way in which that statement's written, and in particular the quotation marks, that those were things that you remembered quite clearly him saying back in 2018 when you gave the statement to the police.
Yeah, they're all from separate occasions. I mean, yes, he did talk about reprisals, but I remember it specifically when he said about Putin will get him. We had a gathering of us chaps on a Sunday, like we do, and he wasn't actually talking to me. I was stood behind him, and he was talking to my friends. And that's what he said. And I, just so I knew for certain coming here, I was with the blokes that were there, and I said, he did say that, didn't he? And they confirmed it. Yes, he did.
Because just to be clear, we heard not last week, the week before last, we saw a statement that Mr Skripal has put in saying he wasn't sure if he said those very words.
Well, no,
it sounds like you are sure, Mr Cassidy.
Absolutely.
All right.